It's no secret that the way people think about money can make or break their financial future. The rich and the poor don't just live differently, they think differently. While the wealthy operate with a wealth mindset, seeing opportunities and abundance everywhere, those stuck in poverty often fall into a scarcity mindset, focusing on what they lack. It's not about luck or privilege, it's about perspective. For instance, a millionaire might see a market crash as a chance to invest, while someone with a poor mindset sees it as a reason to panic. The difference? One is playing the long game, while the other is stuck in survival mode. The rich don't just think about money, they think about how money works. They understand that wealth isn't just earned, it's built. They focus on creating systems that generate income, like investments or businesses, while the poor often rely solely on a paycheck. Take Warren Buffett, for example. He didn't become one of the richest men in the world by working overtime. He mastered the art of making his money work for him. This is the essence of a financial freedom mindset, shifting from trading time for money to building wealth that grows on its own. But here's the kicker. These mindsets aren't set in stone. Anyone can reprogram their mind for wealth by challenging their subconscious money blocks and adopting millionaire habits. It starts with small shifts, like replacing "I can't afford this" with "How can I afford this?" and grows into a complete transformation. The rich versus poor mindset isn't about who you are today, it's about who you choose to become. And that choice, it's the first step toward financial freedom. Financial education is the foundation of any wealth-building journey. Without it, even the best opportunities can slip through your fingers. Wall Street Trapper often says, "You can't play the game if you don't know the rules." And he's right. Understanding how money works is like learning the playbook for success. For instance, knowing the difference between assets and liabilities can completely change how you handle your finances. Assets like stocks or rental properties put money in your pocket, while liabilities like car loans take it out. It's a simple concept, but one that separates those who build wealth from those who stay stuck. The beauty of financial literacy is that it's accessible to anyone willing to learn. You don't need a fancy degree or a Wall Street background to get started. Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki or The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham are gold mines of knowledge. They teach you how to think like an investor, spot opportunities, and avoid common pitfalls. And let's not forget the power of online resources. YouTube channels, podcasts, and even free courses can help you build a solid financial psychology without spending a dime. But here's the thing, knowledge alone isn't enough. You've got to apply what you learn. It's one thing to understand the concept of a wealth mindset, but it's another to actually start investing or budgeting. That's where millionaire habits come into play, like tracking your expenses, setting financial goals, and automating your savings. The more you practice, the more these habits become second nature. And once they do, you'll start to see the world differently, not as a place of scarcity, but as one full of opportunities waiting to be seized. Breaking free from generational poverty isn't just about earning more money, it's about changing the way you think about it. Many people grow up with subconscious money blocks, shaped by what they saw and heard as kids. Maybe you were told money doesn't grow on trees or we can't afford that. These beliefs stick, creating a scarcity mindset that's hard to shake. But here's the truth. You don't have to inherit your family's financial struggles. By reprogramming your mind for wealth, you can rewrite the story for yourself and for future generations. One of the most powerful ways to break these cycles is by adopting new habits. Millionaire habits like saving consistently, investing early, and living below your means can transform your financial future. Take the example of someone who starts investing $200 a month in an index fund at age 25. By the time they're 65, they could have over $1 million thanks to compound interest. Compare that to someone who spends that same $200 on things they don't need. It's the difference between building wealth and staying stuck. The key is to focus on long-term gains instead of short-term gratification. But breaking generational cycles isn't just about money, it's about mindset. It's about shifting from a victim mentality to a financial freedom mindset. Instead of blaming circumstances, take personal responsibility for your future. Learn the skills your parents didn't have access to, like budgeting, investing, or even starting a side hustle. When you change your perspective, You don't just change your life, you change the lives of everyone who comes after you. And that's the real power of a wealth mindset. It's not just about you, it's about creating a legacy. If there's one thing the wealthy understand better than most, it's the power of investing in ownership. They know that true financial freedom doesn't come from working harder, it comes from making your money work for you. Investing in assets like stocks, real estate, or even businesses is how wealth is built and sustained. Think about it. Owning a rental property doesn't just give you a place to live, it generates income month after month. Or consider stocks like Apple or Tesla. Owning a piece of these companies means you're profiting from their success. That's the difference between a rich versus poor mindset. One focuses on ownership, while the other focuses on consumption. But investing isn't just about picking the right stocks or properties. It's about understanding the bigger picture. The wealthy think long-term, knowing that the value of their investments will grow over time. For example, someone who invests in an S&P 500 index fund isn't worried about short-term market dips. They're focused on the decades of growth ahead. This is where financial psychology comes into play. It's about staying calm, patient, and disciplined, even when the market gets rocky. The scarcity mindset panics and sells. The wealth mindset sees opportunity and buys. Ownership goes beyond just investments. It's about owning your time, your decisions, and your future. Starting a business, for instance, gives you control over your income and the ability to scale it. Even small steps, like owning a side hustle or freelancing, can shift your perspective from being an employee to being a creator of wealth. The more you own, the more freedom you have. And that's the ultimate goal, isn't it? To live life on your terms, free from the constraints of a paycheck-to-paycheck existence. Taking personal responsibility for your financial future is the ultimate game changer. It's easy to blame external factors, your upbringing, the economy, or even bad luck. But the truth is, no one's coming to save you. The wealthy understand this on a deep level. They don't wait for opportunities to fall into their lap, they create them. This shift from victimhood to ownership is what separates those who achieve financial freedom from those who stay stuck. It's not about where you start, it's about what you do with what you have. And that starts with owning your choices. Personal responsibility means taking an honest look at your habits and asking, are these helping me or holding me back? For example, if you're constantly overspending, it's not the credit card's fault. It's a lack of discipline. The good news? You can change that. Start by tracking your expenses and setting a budget. Apps like Mint or YNAB, you need a budget, make it easy to see where your money's going and where you can cut back. These small steps might seem insignificant, but they're the foundation of a financial freedom mindset. But responsibility isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about actively seeking growth. Read books, take courses, and surround yourself with people who challenge you to think bigger. If you want to reprogram your mind for wealth, you've got to expose yourself to new ideas and perspectives. For instance, listening to Wall Street Trapper or other financial educators can open your eyes to opportunities you never considered. The more you learn, the more empowered you become. And once you take control of your financial destiny, you'll realize that the only limits are the ones you set for yourself. Now that you've uncovered the secrets to shifting your money mindset, the real question is, what are you going to do with this knowledge? Will you let it sit in the back of your mind, or will you take action and start reprogramming your mind for wealth today? Remember, the difference between the rich and the poor isn't just about money. It's about habits, beliefs, and the choices you make every single day. So what's stopping you from adopting millionaire habits and building the financial freedom mindset you deserve? Think about it. What would your life look like if you broke free from subconscious money blocks and embraced an abundance mindset? What legacy could you create for yourself and your family if you started investing, taking ownership, and thinking like the wealthy? The power to change your financial future is in your hands. It always has been. The only thing left is for you to take that first step. If this video inspired you, don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another lesson on building wealth and transforming your mindset. And don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this content with your family and friends. Together, we can help even more people break free from financial struggles and create a life of abundance. Let's keep this journey going, because your financial freedom starts now.